everybody, Brett from AstartesGaming here, back with another episode of our King of Dragon Pass Let's Play. So it's Storm Season in 1344, and the clan is feeling optimistic. We had an okay run last episode. The time before that we had a pretty rough go of it, but things are turning around slowly. So Storm Season, I'm never really sure what to do. Let's go ahead and look at like magic, or maybe relations. Let's maybe do a hero quest. Above that, let's see. We shouldn't hero quest now unless we have a crisis. They always say that though. Too soon to hero quest after last year. Wait, what? It's too soon after our last hero quest. Wait until next year. I don't know where I got that from. Our clan magic is depleted. And we have one left. Yeah. We'll wait. Yes, let's work on some, I don't know, some relationships. What can we do here? I'm not really sure how one would go about starting a tribe. I really don't know. I think we have to complete that hero quest before we can do it. So I'd like to do that sooner than later, but it's not really a good idea to do it right now. So let's go on a cattle raid. Actually, wait, before we do that, the wolves, the trolls, the Marthi, the wolves. The wolves have raided us twice. So let's go ahead and try to steal some of their cattle. They knew we were coming. Went up though. Well, let's go after somebody else then. We'll continue to press the molding since we're trying to drive them out. Nice, we managed to keep undercover until the last moment and bring home 18 cows without ever being noticed. So we got some free cattle out of that. We're slowly working our way back to where we want to be. It doesn't look like we have enough food though. So let's trade. Let's trade with the white horse, maybe? No, we'll trade with the fire quartz. And we'll sell them some goods in return for food and cattle. I think that'll be okay. We could give them some horses. We have enough trade goods to sell some. Don't sell cows. Trade goods, trade goods. Don't sell cows, don't sell cows. The moldings have the most cows. The Anzarni have the most horses. The beaker ducks have the most food. The wolves have the most goods. That's good to know, actually. That's really helpful. But I just need cattle and food, so let's do that. We could trade with the beaker duck, actually. But I'm going to go with this for now. Uh-oh. Okay, the moldings tried to attack us. Let's try to drive them off and outmaneuver them. Oh wow, that didn't go well for us. Although the moldings tried to hold us off with missiles, we retreated to our advantage, fell on their flanks in a short, nasty battle. We lost. They made off with 10 cows, 16 horses, and burned 4 of our steads. And we lost a lot of people. Okay, let's allocate our magics. We'll have only 2 left in reserve this time around. Let's see, 40 cows worth of goods for 34 cattle. We didn't get any food though, huh? They were talking about their next hero quest. Interesting. Jareen died of old age, so we need a new member on our circle. He's got 2 checkboxes. What's that mean? Something to do with the fact that he's chief, I imagine. Let's see, we could throw him in there. We could throw her in. These guys are fairly young. We'll hold off on them for now. So it goes for him and him. He's 43. He's getting there. But he worships one land that we already have a couple people that do as well. Yeah, everybody here is pretty young. I'm going to go with Coralmine. worships Elmal. Nobody else does, except for that guy. Let's see, Elmal. Looks like a deer or something. Yeah, I think that's it. So let's go with him. She worships Vinga. I still don't know who Vinga is, so I'm gonna go with Elmal because I've heard of Elmal. Let's see. We've already had this issue before. Looks like we'll have to resolve it again. Oraldag, a small stead holder, accuses Kestald, his neighbor from the Oralmarth clan, of moving the boundary stones between their pastures. Kestald denies this and complains that Oraldag is trying to use the clan chief to steal from him. Let's just offer him a cow. Let's see, he agreed to respect the new boundaries. Okay. So it cost me a cow, but we had not plenty, but we had enough to survive giving up one. Alright, so sea season. I think we're gonna go after another hero quest because I really want to be able to start making tribes. So let's perform this. We're gonna call on who would be the best choice. We could send the chief. We could send this guy. He worships Orlanth. He'd be a hero if he came back alive. Or yeah, like I said, we could send the chief. Let's give this guy a chance to become a hero. Hengal. We're gonna call on the fire quartz. And let's make the quester a strong leader, maybe. He's unable to enter. Okay. So Thadart's continuing to have monstrous looking children. We're gonna try that again. Oops. Oh, it's fire season. Never mind. We're gonna go ahead and raid. We're gonna hit them rolling again. We're just gonna continue to go after them until they leave. Unfortunately, we're probably gonna get hit when we leave because they just like to attack me for some reason. But I do want to drive these guys out, so we've got them vastly outnumbered. I'm gonna skirmish because we do have them so outnumbered. And we'll try to plunder, I guess. Alright, so the Rollies tried to circle around us, but our missiles took a heavy toll on them. There was an extended clash. Their magic was stronger than ours, but our courage was greater. We drove them from the battlefield, and were able to plunder their Tula. 38 cows, 14 horses, and 24 cows worth of goods. And we took 0 losses and dealt out pretty considerable ones to them. Yeah, I thought as much. I mean, luckily we took more than they took from us. Let's continue to raid them. I'm really hoping we can drive them out of here. I want them gone. We're gonna ask the Badger for help this time. Let's see, we're gonna charge him. Let's just kill as many as possible, I guess. Alright, so each force charges the other before the moldings can realize their danger. Horstiller dashes among them and strikes down their chief god talker, Vingan, renowned for her leaping abilities. Horstaller escapes from the molding warriors, seeking revenge for their comrade, then rests for a moment beside our own god talkers. How should we fight the rest of the battle? Don't try to be a hero. You already did your part. Let's see. He was wounded early in the battle when he paused to pull an arrow from his shield and was hit from behind. Bummer, so he's hurt. Well, we didn't take any losses. We dealt out a decent amount. Not as much as I would have liked, but we did get 31 more cows, 6 more horses, and 26 more goods. And now it's harvest time, so let's go for that hero quest. And again, I'm going to send this new guy. He's going to get a chance to prove himself. We'll ask ask the green wings for help. 10 green wings came to help us. Improve our reputation. I want to try to make some tribes. Let's try it. Still. I'm gonna try it again. Maybe he's just not good enough. Maybe it's the character we're choosing. I could send the chief. You know, I'm gonna send this guy. He also worships Orlantha. He's pretty good, but he's not our chief, so he wouldn't hurt us as badly if he didn't make it. Alright, the Gorins refused our request. Let's try this again. He wasn't able to enter either. But we did have a bountiful harvest, so that's good. Dark season. Let's go on some cattle raids. I'm gonna steal from the building. And we managed to steal 20 cows, okay. War is hard on the farmers, it takes them away from the fields, and too many of them never return. If we had a shrine to Barntar, our farmers could use its blessings to work harder. Let's see, we have too many hunters for the wildland. They can hunt in. Alright, let's take care of that. Oh, and as usual, before I can do that, I have to handle one of these things. So, one of your thralls, Rendalyar, reports that a centaur slew one of your carls, Oralkansor. When both were returning from a trip to inspect some cattle, the badgers want to trade to you. It came out of nowhere, he says. It was huge and fire came out of its eyes. I don't know why it didn't kill both of us, but it didn't, so I've lived to tell the tale. Let's see, people are sad, we must do something to bring them cheer. What's the point of a divination? We know what happened. Sacrifice instead. Okay. A poem is the best way to ensure that he is remembered. Beastfolk already wish to harm us, let's not make things worse. Our warriors are anxious to avenge his death. We should be trading with the Beastfolk, not fighting them. And the centaurs will surely destroy us if we try to fight them. Let's compose a poem in his honor. Kalai's poem was moving, and everyone said that Oralkansor's spirit would be honored to hear it. Okay, that went about as well as it could have. Let's try that cattle raid again. Or, you know, we were successful. Let's try another one. I'm gonna go after the brown boar this time. And 23 more cows, okay. So we're slowly working our way back up to more than we even had before, which is good. But I do want to drive our enemies out of here. And I think raiding during storm season has really come back to bite me, so I'm not going to do that. He thinks we should fortify. That's not a bad idea. We do have the goods to do it. I could build a stone wall. That would really make us something. Let's go for it. Okay, the Tana Hearts are raiding us, 18 horsemen and 177 swords. Let's use our bull roar to scare off their horsemen. We'll try to drive them off by skirmishing. And yeah, let's go for that. So we twirled the bull roar, and the enemy mounts became uncontrollable. The exchange missile fire with them were closed. Let's see, 1 death and 10 injuries to their 3 deaths and 20 injuries. But not particularly costly battle on either side there. Let's see. A trickster from the Gorin clan comes to jeer at you. He has a couple of warriors from his clan with him to discourage you from attacking him. I hear your requesters are Asari and Epilot. He scoffs your clumsy, foolish oafs. Aren't you? He capers about, doing a little dance and drooling on his tunic. Well, in exchange for something valuable, I will bless you with trickster magic so that you will not be so laughably incompetent next time you quest. He wants goods worth at least 10 cows in exchange for Yermal's blessing. Let's see, the people are enraged by his continued mockery. They expect us to make him make amends. We may get sick to the other side of him, but don't offend him. That may offend the Gorin chief. Never bargain with a trickster. 10 cows is too much to pay for something that may not even exist. We can take them. Really decline his offer. Should we attack? The Gorons haven't been all that useful as allies, so I'm gonna attack them. We wounded the trickster and one of his guardians and they ran off. Our honor was satisfied. Okay. I'd really like to get a successful hero quest in here, so let's try again. No, we're not gonna wait. We're not gonna wait. Still unable to. Well, we did get some extra magic this time around, so we'll have one more left in reserve this year. Sarnal died of old age. He died after telling his grandchildren the story of the Lightbringer's quest, so everyone knows he has gone on to our Lance Hall. Okay, so we lost our chief. We need to choose a new one. Let's go ahead and reorganize. He just crossed the threshold into old age, apparently. I kind of like this guy. Jarser. He's renowned in custom, he's good at everything else. And yeah, I think he's a pretty solid choice. She's renowned with animals, but I don't know how useful animal knowledge is. And he wouldn't be bad either. I'm gonna go with this guy though. So he'll be our new chief, and then anybody that worships Aralda? Oh, we already do. She does. Okay. I was gonna say she would be a good choice for the circle. I guess we'll go with. Let's see, Asari's. He's the only one that worships Asari's. He's too young. Too young. Intigarn wouldn't be a bad choice, actually. Is he the only one left who worships Orlanth? He might be. We need somebody in our circle who worships Orlanth. So yeah, let's go with him. Okay. We have no healer on the ring. Well, we haven't for a while. Unfortunately, we only have like one worshiper who's extremely young, so I don't want to promote them just yet. So it's sea season, and once again, I'm going to continue to try for this. He wanted to go. I guess I'll let him try it. Trickster. Maybe he can fool them or something and get through. So Yorsar, we're gonna ask the White Horse for help. Let's see. 40 white horses, so they actually did show up. Let's improve the reputation of the clan. Okay, that worked. Yorsar enters the realm of the gods, where he begins to feel the restlessness of Orlanth because the Emperor is strong and denies Orlanth's proper place in the world. Oh, sorry, that was all one sentence, wow. Arnalda tells Yorsar that the Emperor's advantage over Orlanth is his tribe. If he is to challenge the Emperor, Yorsar must also make a tribe of his own. Yorsar goes wandering, considering her words until the doubting wheel rolls up, with two guys in masks, apparently. It tells Yorsar not to make a tribe. If you put yourself above all others, you will be just as bad as the Emperor. The people will expect you to tell them what to do, and in so doing, they will steal your own freedom, which is the thing you value most. We already know the answer to this one, and that is, I will not be bad like the Emperor, for freedom is my essence. Let's see, so he says, freedom is your essence now, the wheel said, but if you become like the Emperor in this way, soon you will be like him in every way. Let's see. Catch it in the net, go find Yinkin. Pound it with a fist, roll it away. You cannot stop the storm tribe just as you cannot stop a storm. Doubting wheel ran over Yorsar's foot and chortled when he bent down to cradle it. There is no such thing as certain victory, especially when you do not truly believe your own bluster. Let's just roll it away. It rolled a long way away until it arrived in the Tula of the Fire Tribe, and there vexed the Emperor with its mockery and criticism. Okay, but it did smash my foot. So Yorsar wanders again until he finds Yinkin, who is head of the Cat Clan. Let's see. Yinkin says, my clan is badly pressed for the plant tribe, by the plant tribe, which fights us for our hunting ground. If you fight them and beat them, I will join your tribe. Your sir faces the plant tribe's champions, Rustling Veins and Sharp Green. Let's see. Last time around, we chose to fight Rustling Veins and let Yinkin fight the other. But I'm not going to do that this time. Let's try to threaten them. So my new tribe will crush you if you do not retreat plants. You do not yet have a tribe, rustled the creeping plant champion, and you never will, sneered the sharp plant hero. Then I will fight both of them. So the many feet of Rustling Veins sank into Yursar's flesh, and it drank of his courage. The many swords of Sharp Green pierced Yursar, so that his wisdom spilled out upon the ground. With great force of will, Yursar remained in the realm of the gods. Yinkin said, although you did not meet my enemies, you showed great courage in defeat. Maybe I will show up at your confederation move, or maybe not. So we weren't able to successfully convince him there. At least not 100%. So Yursar finds the Knowing God, who is head of the Marks on Bark clan. The Knowing God is trapped inside the Great Cube. He says that the Stone Tribe imprisoned him because he tried to make new knowledge about them, and the Stone Tribe hates new things. Reciting a poem didn't work very well last time. Let's launch a legal claim against the Cube. This is basically what I said last time, but the poem didn't work at all, so why in all my life I've never heard anything so utterly moronic, sputtered like I. You cannot launch a legal claim against the mere Cube. For one thing, the Cube does not belong to our tribe. For another thing, we do not yet have a tribe. Then let's threaten the Cube. The Cube did not respond to these threats. Can we recite a poem to it? Let's recite a poem about square things becoming round. The Cube showed no signs. Let's hit it. The Cube was not broken, but Yursar's hand was. Oh man, he's getting pretty beat up from this quest. Let's go find Vadris, I guess. This is basically what happened to us last time, but hopefully this time this guy won't bash our head in. Yursar finds his unruly, violent brother Vadris, who heads the Hurt Everything clan. Vadris wants to go find Yinkin's cat clan. Yinkin scratched me, and some of my essence leaked out onto the ground. I cannot allow attacks to go unavenged, so Yinkin must suffer my wrath. I would sooner see you harm than Yinkin. That didn't work very well for us last time. If we had a tribe, you can punish him without hurting him. Let's see. I'm going to find other clans instead. All of these options went poorly for me last time. So Yursar keeps collecting clans for the new tribe. Sometimes the chieftains of these clans make unreasonable requests, or they make contradictory demands. Asaris will only join if Heralda does, and Heralda will join only if Ezra does, but Ezra will join only if Asaris is kept out. Yursar tells them all what they want to hear, so when it comes time for a confederation move, and they realize that he cannot please all of them, the chieftains start to fight and blame Yursar. We can leave, we can offer to fight each and every one of them. We can wait for Arnalda to bring tribal regalia. Let's ask for a hint here. Let's offer to fight them all. Let's see, they were quite ready to do this, and Yursar was preparing for battle when Arnalda brought him implements of tribal regalia. She brought... Okay, so it looks like we could have done that too. She brought the chest of torques with which he could gift the clan leaders. She brought the Hall of Understanding, where people would settle their differences by talking them out. She brought the Crown of Authority, which made people respect his sacral powers and pledge allegiance to him. Most of the clans agreed to make the tribe, but there were still some who were stubborn. Okay, then warriors of the Night Tribe come and attack the quarreling clans. Let's see, let's lead the fight against them. One of the Night Tribe gods struck Yursar down, and he fell to the ritual ground slain. Damn, we lost another one. Soon we heard that other clans were laughing at us and calling us the god-failing clan. So, our reputation's really getting beat up here. However, we are out of time, so we're gonna have to figure this out next time around. So as always, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Please feel free to share my videos however you guys see fit, and I will see you guys back here for the next episode of our King of Dragons